Hello students, how are you? Do study well at home. Take care yourself. In the last lecture, we study about the formulas for application of a derivative in economics. We already start the exercise 4.4. Now we go to the further question number 7. In that, first point is find the marginal revenue if the average revenue is 45 and the elasticity of the demand is 5. Next, find the price if the marginal revenue is 28 and elasticity of the demand is 3. Find the elasticity of the demand if the marginal revenue is 50 and the price is rupees 75. So, question number 7, in that 3 questions are given in a board exam. Like this question asks for the 2 marks. So, we start with the first question. Find the marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is denoted by RM. Marginal revenue. If the average revenue is 45, so in this given data, average revenue is denoted by RA 45. Next, elasticity of the demand is 5. Elasticity is denoted by eta is equal to 5. Both the values are given. Now, observe the numbers of element RM, RA, eta. These 3 terms are becoming only one formula. That formula is nothing but the relation between the RA and RM. That formula is RM is equal to RA into 1 minus 1 upon eta. This is the relation between the marginal and average revenue. Now, we put all the values. Therefore, marginal revenue is equal to 45, 1 minus 1 upon 5. So, 45 cross multiply 5 minus 1 upon 5. 45 into 5 minus 1, 4 upon 5. 5 1 za, 5 9 za. So, 9 into 4. 9 4 za, 36. So, marginal revenue we get 36. Similarly, we solve the next one. Find the price. Second one. Find the price, that means we have to find out the value of P. Given revenue, marginal revenue is equal to, given marginal revenue is equal to 28. So, RM is equal to 28 and elasticity of a demand is 3. So, eta is equal to 3. Again, for this question, P, RM, eta. Again, we use the relation between the RM and RA. We have to know that RA is equal to P. The same formula, RM is equal to RA 1 minus 1 upon eta. In that, RA is equal to P's relation we know. That's why RA we replace by P. So, same formula you have to remember. But the relation also use RA is equal to P. So, substitute the value 28. P we don't know. 1 minus 1 upon 3. 1 minus 1 upon 3. If we solve, we get 2 upon 3 because 3 minus 1, 2. 2 upon 3. Now, P into 2 upon 3. So, 2 upon 3 in a multiplication. Convert this side in division. So, therefore, 28 is equal to multiply by 3 upon 2 is equal to P. 3 in a division. Convert over here in a multiplication. 2 in a multiplication. Convert over in division. 2 1 za 2. 2 4 za 8. So, therefore, 14 multiplied by 3 is equal to P. Therefore, P is equal to 14 3 za 42. So we get the price. Next sum, find the elasticity of the demand if the marginal revenue is 50 and price is 75. So same question, only marginal revenue is given and P is given. That means RM is given, P is given. You have to just calculate the value of eta. So do yourself. Next question we start. If the demand function is dP plus 6 upon 1P minus 3, find the elasticity of demand at P is equal to 4. Elasticity of demand is denoted by eta, right? And formula for this eta is equal to minus P upon D into dd upon dP. This formula we already learned, but in this question they are given only value of D. So we have D, but we don't have the value of the derivative of the demand function with respect to the price. So first of all, in this question we find the derivative of the function. After that we substitute in the formula. Then only we get the actual answer of elasticity of the demand, and then we put the value of P is equal to 4. So solution we start. Given D is equal to P plus 6, P minus 3. Now in this question we have to find the derivative of the function. So differentiate with respect to the P. But D is given in a function P plus 6 and P minus 3. That means here U upon V rule we have to use, and we know that the derivative of U upon V is equal to derivative of U upon V rule, denominator derivative of numerator minus numerator derivative of denominator divided by denominator square. So we use the same formula for this function. So dd upon dP is equal to denominator P minus 3, derivative of numerator P plus 6, but with respect to the P we have to solve. Minus sign, numerator P plus 6, derivative of the denominator is P minus 3. Hold the division, denominator square, so P minus 3 the whole square. Now we solve this. P minus 3, keep it as it is. Derivative of P is equal to 1 and derivative of 6 is a constant number. So we know that the derivative of the constant number is 0. So minus P plus 6, right as it is. Derivative of P is equal to again 1 minus derivative of 3 is a constant number. So derivative of the constant number is 0. Again we write P minus 3 the square. Now simplify the term 1 into P minus 3, P minus 3, P plus 6 into 1, P plus 6, and open the bracket with the minus sign, so minus P minus 6. Positive negative P get cancel. Remaining term we write as it is, minus 3 minus 6 minus 9, P minus 3 the whole square. So this is nothing but d of dP. Now we go to the next one. We have to find out the value of eta. Eta is equal to minus P upon D into dd upon dP. So minus P into value of D. D is P plus 6, P minus 3 into derivative of the demand function we get minus 9, P minus 3 the whole square. Now minus minus become plus. So 9 into P, 9P. Numerator, denominator, same term cancel. So remains P plus 6, P minus 3. Now what we have to find out? Eta. Value of eta at P is equal to 4. So at P is equal to 4, eta is equal to 9, value of P is 4. Division, put where we get P is equal to 3. Sorry, P is equal to 4. So 4 plus 6, 4 minus 3. 9 4s are 36. 6 plus 4, 10. 4 minus 3, 1. So 36 upon 10. 36 upon 10 reduce 8. We get 18 upon 5. So eta is equal to 18 upon 5. Otherwise you can divide 5 1s are 5 3s are 15. Carry how much? 3. So take point, give the 0. So 5 6 are 36. So value of eta is equal to 3.6. Now go to the next question. Question number 9. Find the price for the demand function D is equal to 2p plus 3 upon 3p minus 1 when the elasticity of a demand of is 11.14. Now in this question, find the price of the demand function. So D is given 2p plus 3 upon 3p minus 1. Elasticity we have to find out. Already elasticity is given 11 upon 14 and we have to find out the price of the function. So we solve the sum. Given D is equal to 2p plus 3 upon 3p minus 1. Differentiate with respect to p because the function is given in the form of p and elasticity is given. That means we have to same formula use. Eta is equal to minus p upon d, derivative of demand function with respect to the price. So for that purpose we have to find out the derivative of the function. So dd upon dp is equal to, return the denominator, derivative of numerator minus sign, numerator, derivative of denominator divided by denominator square. So 3p minus 1, derivative of this function 2 as it is, derivative of p with respect to p is 1 plus constant term 0 minus 2p plus 3 as it is, derivative of 3p is 3 minus derivative of 1 is 0 divided by 3p minus 1 square. Now 3p minus 1 into 2 into 1, 2 minus 2p plus 3 into 3 divided by 3p minus 1 square. 2 multiply inside the bracket, 6p into 2 minus 3 2s are 6 with the minus sign, minus 6p, 3 3s are 9, 9 minus sign, minus 9 divided by 3p minus 1 square is equal to, positive negative same term cancel, minus 2 minus 9 minus 11 divided by 3p minus 1 square. This is the value of dd upon dp. Now elasticity of demand eta is equal to minus p upon p into dd upon dd. So we put the value. Elasticity eta is given 11 upon 14. So 11 upon 14 we write here, minus p upon d. Value of d is given 2p plus 3 upon 3p minus 1 into derivative minus 11 upon 3p minus 1 square. So 3p minus 1 and 3p minus 1 get cancelled. So remaining value, therefore 11 upon 14 and minus 11 and minus p we multiply. So we get positive 11p divided by 2p plus 3 into 3p minus 1. Now from the numerator 11p cancel, 11 cancel, so remaining 1 upon 14 is equal to p upon 2p plus 3 into 3p minus 1. Again we cross multiply both the term, otherwise reduce the terms. 1 upon 14, you can do anything, directly cross multiply and solve, otherwise first solve the both term. 2p into 3p, 6p square, 2p into p minus 2p, 3 into 3p plus 9p, 3 into 1 minus 3. Again 1 upon 14 is equal to p, 6p square plus 7p minus 3, because minus 2p plus 9p is equal to 7p. Now cross multiply both the term. 6p square plus 7p minus 3 is equal to 14p. 14p is a variable number, convert in this side. 6p square plus 7p minus 3 minus 14p is equal to 0. So 6p square minus 7 plus 7p, and this is a minus 14p. So we get minus 7p. Minus 3 is equal to 0. Now in this question we have to find out the value of p only, right? So we get the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation we can factorize. Therefore 6p square, 6 into 3 minus 18. So we have to factor both the terms, having the multiplication minus 18 and the same number addition is a minus 7. So 9 2s are 18 minus 9 plus 2 minus 7 and minus 9 multiplied by 2 minus 18. So we will use the factor minus 9p plus 2p minus 3 is equal to 0. Now take common from this 2p. Remaining number is 2p, 3p we take outside. So it become 3 2s are 6, p remains minus 3. Now in this both term, nothing is a common. So we take 1 because 1 is always common multiple of each term. So 2p minus 3 is a first factor and 3p plus 1 is a second factor. Therefore 2p minus 3 is equal to 0 or 3p plus 1 is equal to 0. Now the next term is 2p minus 3 is equal to 0. So minus 3 convert in that side. So p is equal to 3 upon 2. And secondly 3p is equal to minus 1. P is equal to minus 1 upon 3. We get the two values for the price. But price can never be negative, remaining this. But price cannot be negative. Therefore p is not equal to minus 1 upon 3. Hence p is equal to 3 upon 2. We complete the sum. Question number 13. Find MPC, MPS, APC and APS. MPC, marginal propensity to consume. MPS, marginal propensity to save. APC, average propensity to consume. APS, average propensity to save. If the expenditure EC, this is nothing but the expenditure consumed of a person with the income I is given as EC is equal to 0.003 I square plus 0.075 I when I is equal to 1000. So in this question we have to find out the MPC, MPS, APC, APS. So for that, we first write the given equation. Expenditure consumed 0.003 I square plus 0.075 I. This type of sum comes in a board exam for the 4 marks, and in that you have to sure the number of zeros, because mistake is in the elements of a 0 given the point of 0. So don't confuse it given the decimal point, and like this question comes for the 4 marks in a board examination. So we write the expenditure. Now differentiate with respect to function is given in the form of I. So differentiate with the I. Why we differentiate? Because we have to first find out the MPC, or whenever M is come, marginal is come, that time we have to take the derivative of the function. So DEC upon DI is equal to D upon DI of 0.0003 I square plus D upon DI of 0.075 I. So 0.0003, keep it as it is, and derivative of I square is 2I plus 0.075, right as it is, and derivative of I is 1. 2 into 3, 6. Other terms we have to remain as it is, we have to write down. So 0.075 multiplied by 1, 0.075. This is nothing but the MPC. But we have to find out the value of MPC when I is equal to 1000. So MPC is equal to, put the value of I is equal to 1000, 0.0006 multiply by 1000. Now, when we multiply 1000 to the decimal point, it shifts to the right side. So 0.3 points shifted. 1, 2, 3. So 0.6 plus 0.075. Now add the term decimal with the decimal. So 0.6 add with 0.075. So addition 576.0. So we write 0.675. This is the value of marginal propensity to consume. Now we have to find out MPS. So relation between MPC and MPS is equal to 1. Therefore 0.675 plus MPS is equal to 1. Therefore MPS is equal to 1 minus 0.675. Therefore MPS is equal to, subtract 1.000 0.675. Do the subtraction. 0 minus 5 not possible. So consider 10. 10 minus 5. 5. Carry 1. 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. Again carry 1. Cancel. 10 minus 6 plus 1. 7. So 10 minus 7. 3. Give the decimal point. Carry 1. 1 minus 1. 0. So it becomes 0.325. Now next we have to find out APC. For APC again we need EC. EC is equal to 0.0003 I square plus 0.075 I. APC is nothing but the average propensity to consume. Average propensity to consume having the formula EC upon I, because we write actually X, but the equation is given in the form of I, so we write I. The equation is given in the variable of the form, that a variable only we have to use. So 0.0003 I square 0.075 I divided by I. Take I common and cancel it. Otherwise, separate the base and cancel the I. 0.0003 I square divided by I. Separate the base. Otherwise, take I common and cancel it. It is easy for you to calculation. Whatever you have to calculate, you can calculate easily. Either take it common and cancel, otherwise separate the base, no problem. Again we have to find out the APC at the income I is equal to 1000. So we put the values. APC 0.0003 into 1000 plus 0.075. Again shift the 3 decimal point on the right hand side because we multiply with the 1000. So 0.3 plus 0.075. Add 0.3, 0.075. So 0.375. So 0.375. This is easily addition, but I am writing over here for the decimal purpose, because if you do the same mistake of addition, then you reduce your 1 mark. That's why I am writing calculation. Otherwise you told me it is easy calculation and then also you are writing that calculation, but it is necessary to write the calculation. Now we have to find out the APS. So again we have the relation APC plus APS is equal to 1. So put the value 0.375 plus APS is equal to 1. So APS is equal to 1 minus 0.375. APS is equal to, again do the calculation, 1.000, 0.375. So 0 minus 5 not possible. So 10 minus 5, 5, carry 1, 10 minus 8, 2, carry 1, 10 minus 4, 6, carry 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So 0.625. So we complete the sum over here. First we get the value APC. MPC is equal to 0.675. MPS is equal to 0.325. APC is equal to 0.375. APS is equal to 0.625. So like this question come for the 4 mark question. Now we complete this exercise and we end with the chapter number 4, application of derivative. Thank you.